So today I want to talk about something that might irritate a few people. I've heard many times people say to me, I do lots of things for the church. I go to the church, I volunteer at the church, I'm a deacon, I'm an usher, I help in the kitchen, I do this, I do that. I give money to the poor, or I give money to the church, and I hear this from a lot of people, but I also sometimes hear in the background that they do it because I'm just not sure of the right motives. I guess that's what I'm really trying to get at, is really, is their heart into it? Is this really coming from their heart? Okay? So, and I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody, but I just really want to emphasize in this video that your motives have to be pure while you're doing something. And you know what? If you're doing something to impress somebody else, or you're doing it because you feel you have to, and your heart isn't in it, it doesn't come from your heart, it really doesn't have much meaning. It isn't what the Lord wants you to do, okay? And if you're doing it and you think that the Lord thinks it's good and it's not coming from your heart, you're only deceiving yourself, because the Lord already knows what our true intentions are. He knows us better than we do. So, justifying it in our mind when our heart isn't in there really isn't the way to go. I want to read something to you. So it's in Luke 7, starts at 44. So I'm going to read it first and then give a little scenario. So then he turned to the woman and said to Simon, "Do you see this woman? I entered your house. You gave me no water for my feet, but she has washed my feet with her tears and wiped them with the hair of her head. You gave me no kiss, but this woman has not ceased to kiss my feet since the time I came in. You did not anoint my head with oil, but this woman has anointed my feet with fragrant oil. Therefore I say to you, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. But to whom little is forgiven, the same loves little." And it's all about the heart. I just want to tell another little story here before we talk about this. Remember the woman that comes and gives money to the church, and the Pharisees are looking at her and laughing, and Jesus says, she is poor, and she gave more because she gave what she had, and it came from her heart. It may have only been a penny, okay? But it came from her heart. Whereas they had lots, they have lots, and they gave little, right? So it's all about the heart and your true intentions of what you're trying to do. In Luke, this woman, has done many things in her life that are wrong. And she understands Jesus, she understands forgiveness, and she comes to worship and honor Jesus. She tearfully, with her tears, they fall on his feet, and with that in her hair, she washes Jesus' feet. And then she anoints him with oil that she's had in an alabaster flask, and anoints him. And yeah, many have said, she shouldn't have wasted that, but maybe in her spirit, maybe she had this knowing. Maybe she listened to Jesus. Maybe she felt directed by God to anoint him. And those acts that she did, they came from her heart. And because they came from her heart, Jesus forgave her of all her sins, because they were truly heartfelt from her. So maybe we really need to look about where our true motives are and think about all the things we do and what's our true intention, and is it really coming from your heart?